How did an American Airlines plane and a Black Hawk helicopter end up in a tragic crash while the plane was attempting to land on runway 33? In the videos ahead, we'll take a closer look at the final hours leading up to the crash.
Pass 25, get the CRJ in flight. Pass 25, pass line to CRJ. Lucy 5347, go around, climb, maintain 3000, flight ready.
64 souls on board. The final moments of PSA flight. It was a routine flight, a PSA Airlines passenger jet carrying 64 people, traveling from Wichita, Kansas to Washington, D.C. The journey was nearly complete. The aircraft was on its final approach, just moments from landing. Suddenly, disaster struck. Air traffic control lost the plane's signal just meters from the runway. Everything had seemed normal. The flight had been cleared for landing, and the crew was following procedure. But in the blink of an eye, the situation turned deadly.
We can do 33 for Blue 6342.
Blue 6342, that's a Wilson Bridge. Thanks for runway 33, runway 33, clear for land.
That was the air traffic control tower at the airport, granting the flight permission to land. The plane was making its way to runway 33, approaching at an angle over the Potomac River. But just before landing, an alert warning was sent out.
Pass 25, get the CRJ in flight. Pass 25, pass line to CRJ.
That message was intended for a U.S. military Black Hawk helicopter. The aircraft, designated as Black 25, was conducting a nighttime drill. It was supposed to pass behind the PSA flight. The helicopter was visible on the air traffic controller's radar. The airport runways were clearly visible, arranged in a triangular pattern. The passenger plane, a CR-7, was making its final turn toward its designated runway, runway 33. However, for some reason, a helicopter flying in the same direction ended up directly in front of the passenger plane. The two aircraft collided mid-air, resulting in a devastating explosion. The wreckage of the aircraft plummeted into the Potomac River as emergency services rushed to the scene.
2048, we received an alert from the FAA tower of an aircraft incident involving a commercial aircraft and a helicopter. Our units immediately responded and deployed 3 boats and immediately called for mutual aid resources.
Rescue efforts amid freezing waters. Emergency response teams mobilized immediately. Helicopters hovered above, providing searchlights to aid the rescue operation, a crucial task as the freezing waters posed a deadly threat. This was Washington, D.C., the same city where, just 10 days ago, Donald Trump had to be inaugurated indoors due to a court ruling. The weather had been relentlessly cold, with ice forming solidly for days, drastically reducing the chances of survival. On board the PSA flight were 64 people, 60 passengers and 4 crew members. Additionally, a black military helicopter carried 3 personnel, bringing the total number of people involved in the disaster to 67. Among them were 2 Russian nationals, Gennady and Vadim, renowned world skating champions. They, along with other Russian citizens on board, perished in the crash. The Kremlin has officially confirmed their deaths.
Unfortunately, we see that this sad information is being confirmed. There were also our fellow citizens. Bad news from Washington today. We are sorry, and we express our condolences to the families and relatives of Russian citizens who lost their lives in this mid-air tragedy. For now, there are no plans for high-level contacts.
About 30 bodies have been recovered so far, and the operation is still ongoing. However, officials say no survivors are expected. Emergency services are also searching for the aircraft's black boxes, which could provide crucial information about what exactly went wrong. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump is demanding answers. In a statement last night, he questioned the circumstances surrounding the helicopter's conduct, suggesting that the collision could have been prevented. However, we will have to wait for the official inquiry to conclude. We will continue to track this story for you.